How I describe myself, I always say, hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a Sufi singer, a songwriter. First and foremost, I'm a mother. And it's simple. It's as simple as that. So basically, having gone through an arranged marriage, I tell you, that was one of the most difficult times of my life, which was traveling to Pakistan. It was a massive shock to my system, but the fact that I was born here and raised here, and we went to the schools here, and we're from here, and that culture actually is my mother's culture, my father's culture. It was a little bit of a shock to my system. But to go there and then be married to someone that I didn't want to marry, it was just so difficult. But as a child, because as a teenager, you're a child. And when you have very, very strong, a dominant parent, who actually was my mother, you couldn't say no. And it was difficult. And I realized actually that I was actually depressed for a long, long time. But then my dad's death 15 years ago, I had 4 beautiful daughters. And I stayed in that marriage. And because I didn't think there was I couldn't do anything. I just gave up, sacrificed my life. But then when my dad died, because he was the love of my life, my dad was the love of my life. And when he died, he just I don't know what he did. He was the beginning of my depression. So, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. Now I look back and I think, oh my goodness, there were traits of depression that I had throughout my life, but I didn't know that it was that, you see. And now I can hear white noise, I can hear it, but that was ringing in my ears at levels that were so loud, and I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia and I didn't know what was going on. I literally dragged my feet to the doctors and I said, I need help. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I need help. It never even crossed my mind that I was depressed. I didn't. And then it took a long time, but it got to the point that I had severe depression and anxiety. And I was put on the medicine, but what Dad did, his death triggered off a realization of myself, which was the music started because of him. As he was the one that taught us how to sing as brothers and sisters. He was a singer himself. He was a Naat Khan, as we say, singing complete a cappella. Beautiful voice, stunning voice, I tell you. I always say, first my father, and then Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. And but I was so shy to sing in front of him, because he did have a high caliber in his work, and I was so shy. Oh my goodness! In fact, I would say to him, "Turn around, Dad," when he would train me in his bedroom, and I'd say, "Turn around, Dad," and then I would sing. I just couldn't sing in front of him. And when he died, that's really when I thought, oh my God, Sarah, you could have made him so happy, if you just weren't so shy. And I think his death made me realize, actually, it accentuated my depression, and then he also became my healer. But it's taken a long time. Yes, I had counselling, but I didn't I didn't continue with the medicine because actually my brother, he advised me, and he said, Sarah, the serotonin, if you take it, your own natural production of serotonin will shut off. It will shut down completely, permanently. That really scared me, that statement. And then I didn't take it. So from very early, I used the music as my medium to help me. Even now, every time I'm stressed out or I'm feeling the blues, I just pick up the guitar. It's the guitar that helps me more than any other instrument, because I play the flute, I play the harmonium, I play the percussion, the rabuka. But there's something about the guitar that really helps me to I feel relief after I've finished whatever it is. I just take it out on the guitar. What is happiness? I don't know what happiness is. I mean, I know what sadness is. That's very easy to identify. But I don't know what happiness is. Maybe when my child is married off, or if I have a grandchild soon, I hope. I don't look old, but I'm old enough to be a grandmother, I could say. But at the moment, I'm a protective mother. When my daughters look up to me, and when they call on me, when they ask for my advice, when they have achieved, and I tell you, they have achieved. They are achieving wonderful women. And there is happiness there. I am really a proud mother. When I see them, I become happy. Maybe my happiness is towards their achievement, but my own happiness, I don't know what it is. I'm not really sure. I think there are many people now that are aware of the destruction of the world because of humanity and because of our irresponsibility to Mother Earth. And I just desperately want to rid Mother Earth of the pain that she is enduring because of us. And the only way that can happen is that we are aware. Even looking at the plastic that we're using, every time we buy something that doesn't last for, let's say you buy a wrapped piece of a sandwich, and then you look at the back of the back of the cover, and it's cardboard recycled, plastic non-recyclable. 1 minute I have just eaten 2 minutes sandwich, and the film is now going to destroy the earth. And it's being aware of our carbon footprint is now my #1 priority. As a mother coming from having inherited a cultural background, is giving space to each other, giving space, allowing space to think. And I've given that space to my children, and they are incredible in what they have achieved in such a short amount of time. And actually giving them the belief that they can achieve. Only because I think I didn't believe that I could achieve. I didn't know my own capacity. I didn't know my own ability. I didn't know my own skill because I wasn't given attention to me. But because I now realize this, that I gave it to my children, but I didn't know that I had also the skills or an ability to do something. And I tell you something, go by what you know you are good at and take that risk. If you are good at something, so for example, I know that if I wanted to go back into IT, I could go back into IT and teach. But I don't want to do it because I don't like doing it. I don't want to do it. I know that the skill that I have, this natural urge of sharing thought through music, is something I love doing. Do it. Do what you think that you know that you're good at, or that naturally comes to you, and you'll have a happiness for it. This drill or kind of monotonous way of 9 to 5, working for somebody else, for whatever it is, for me, it's okay if you're a teacher, but then again, their salary is appalling. But what happens is I always say be in the now, as Eckhart Tolle says. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but he always says be in the now. So whenever I am in the now for any project that I'm on, I give my 100% to it. I don't look behind and I don't look forward because I can't control the past and I can't control the future. What I can control is me being in the now. And so I give my 100%.